Hey, what's going on?
I'm doing well, good. Thank you for joining me for this show, and happy Valentine's Day to you.
Thank you, Kenny.
All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Let's recap this show from this past Sunday. Now that you have days to look back on it and reflect on it, how do you feel about the show overall?
About the Vicious Vixen show overall.
Yes,
Um, Overall, I feel like it was a fabulous show. It was amazing. It's the third year, it's the second year that I've been a part of it, and it just seems like it's better and better every year.
I can say as a fan that I enjoyed the show. I was pleased what I saw. I was satisfied from the opening match to the main event. It was a fun-filled show. The crowd was into it, and you ladies have a good thing going. And let me just say, thank you and everyone else that competed, making it a memorable night, not just for women wrestling, but for Kentucky wrestling in general.
Well, you're welcome. We appreciate it. We just, I can't speak for all the girls, but I'm pretty sure that they would all agree with me that we all just absolutely love what we do, and every time we get in the ring, we just love being in there. Win or lose, it's the greatest feeling. It's one of the greatest things to do is just to be a female wrestler these days.
Do you have any favorite moments or favorite matches that stood out to you from the show?
Oh, my match, of course. I mean, my favorite match, the best match of the night was myself versus Jessie Bell. Um, it was fabulous. I didn't come out the winner, as you know, you were there. She took my crown, but it was a tough fought match. I come home with a bum leg, a black eye, and cut across the top of my eye. It was a heartfelt match.
I definitely enjoyed your match as well, and let me just say, I think a couple of hours after that show, um, you posted a picture of yourself, with the thing on your face, and that just pretty much showed to anyone who wants to question professional wrestling. I mean, you do
Oh,
get
yes.
hurt, and if you're not careful, look out. I mean, it was a hard fought match. I enjoyed, like I said, I enjoyed the show overall, and you and Jesse did a fantastic job. I like what I saw. Um, so, other than the show itself, what else do you have in store? What else upcoming shows you'd like to promote that you're going to be a part of?
Let's see. Well, just a minute now. See if I can just get a date book that I can kind of give you a little rundown on what's going on. Um, Coming up this coming weekend, we'll be down in WCCW, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. I'm the current ladies champion there, so I'm going to go down there and see if I can cause some chaos. Um, UWF again on Sunday, of course. On the 23rd, I'm heading up to Indiana. XCW is starting back up this coming weekend. I won't be there, but I will be there on the 23rd. It's in Borden, Indiana. I already found out who my opponent is going to be, so I've got a tough match ahead of me. I'm facing off against Crazy Mary Dobson. You got to see her at the Vixen Show, another amazing talent. Let's see. New OCW down in, so I'm not sure if it's, let's see, Ashland, Kentucky, I think, on March 7th. Harlan, Kentucky, IPW. I just recently became the first ever IPW ladies champion on February the 9th. So I'm going down on March the 9th to defend my title down there. Um, I'll be heading up, I think, to West Virginia to take on Jessie Bell for a TV title on March 31st. So I'm going to get a rematch against Jessie Bell sooner than I had anticipated. So a lot of good things coming. coming up over the next month or so. Of course, I've got some WCCW in the month of March as well, along with UWF, because, both of those shows, as you know, run weekly, so definitely going to be there.
Not only were you a proud wrestler of that night, but you had to be a proud mother as well, seeing your daughter singing the national anthem. I mean, what was that like to hear your daughter sing the national anthem?
I couldn't be more proud of her. She's been singing for a while at some shows. Um, she started out singing back when I started training, and a couple years ago, and she's just getting better and better. And she sang for WCCW. She sang for SCW down in Oneida, Tennessee. She has sang, and now she got to sing for the Vixen show. So, she got to be a part of history. She got to be a part of an all-girls event, and I couldn't be more proud of her.
That was definitely a shining moment for her to go out there and sing, and Mama Maria definitely is a proud mama. Let me tell
Oh
you.
yeah, she done really well. I was very proud of her. She was a little nervous because she she had sang at football games, basketball games, a lot of sporting events, but wrestling is one of her favorite things in the world, and to be a part of it, she was just beside herself.
And a little bit earlier, you mentioned Crazy Mary Dobson. You're going to have a match with her at some point, and I've interviewed Mary before. She's very nice. Met her in person at the show. She's a sweetheart. There was a moment on the show. I believe it was at the Battle Royal. You was a part of it, as well as Mary and the other ladies. And she had the taser, and she definitely had everyone's attention. And when she got eliminated, she even got the taser looking at me. I mean, she definitely lives up to her name, Crazy Mary.
Oh, most definitely. She definitely lives up to her name. I've been in the ring with her before, and you have to be on your toes when you're in the ring with that one. She's a new and up and coming, and she's been all over, and she's making a great name for herself, and she's most definitely a little crazy. She had every one of us in the corner with that taser, had us all backed up. And I know I wasn't trying to get tased, so I kept, whoever stepped in front of me, I kind of used them as a cushion, pushed them in front of me. I know I kind of made Lila large little guinea pig, and little Naughty tried to make me a guinea pig. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting time.
So, with you being part of the show for 2 years now, 2 of the 3 years you had, and let me point this out. Last year when I interviewed you, it was on the Thursday after the Vixen show, and now here we are a year later. It's the Thursday after the Vixen show, and here you are.
Yes, sir.
Well, what a coincidence! What a coincidence. So, let me ask you. It's become one of the most anticipated shows, and I just want to get your opinion on one thing. With the success of the Vixen show and all, do you see maybe the Vixen show expand itself to more than one show a year, or do you think you prefer it being on a Valentine's Day week or weekend? Or do you see the Vixen show expanding in the future? At least, is that what you think it might happen?
Well, you never know what Felony Fox will do with the women's division there in UWF. She's done a lot of great things. Me personally, I prefer it being once a year. It's built up. It's the anticipation throughout the year. Not only do fans come to watch it, but a lot of the male, wrestlers come and like to watch the females and see how far they've progressed. And it's just, to me, it's it's perfect the way it is, towards the name fully, and it's on Valentine's, the week of Valentine's. So, it's built up, big anticipation, and then it's definitely a great payout.
I personally would love to see it expanded to more than one show, but whatever Felony wants to do, the fan base will support it. But uh, all here's I guess from my knowledge, it will be available in DVD in the next few weeks. So I'll be on the lookout for it on DVD. In order to get the DVD, you have to be at the UWF shows, Georgetown, Kentucky, Sunday nights. Doors open at 6. Bell time at 6:30. You can see Amazing Maria, as well as other of your favorite vixens and other male wrestlers. And shout out to the fellas, letting the ladies get their shine. They get the time off. Shout out to the fellas, all y'all.
Right. They are great supporters. They, like I said, they take the day off and they come and they support us. They help us out, help us get ready. And it's just a great thing to come out there to the event and see a lot of the fellas sitting out there showing their support and watching us all. So, yeah, most definitely give the shout-out to the guys.
Here's a topic I want to get into, and it's been a intriguing topic over the last couple of days. I'm sure you may have heard the news by now that the Olympics had decided to remove wrestling from the Olympics after 2016. I mean, wrestling's been around since 1896 for the Olympics, and for them to remove that, I mean, that kind of hits their credibility as the Olympics in general, considering it's one of the original sports for Olympics. You being a wrestler, when you hear that news, what is your reaction to it?
It pisses me off. I mean, I'm devastated. Like you said, wrestling is one of the original events in the Olympics, and for someone to come in and just scratch it out like it doesn't mean anything is ridiculous. I mean, they have a room in wrestling for figure skating and badminton, but, no room in the Olympics for wrestling? Come on.
It pisses me off too. I mean, badminton. I never even
Badminton.
heard of badminton until last year's Olympics, and they had their share of controversy, and yet they have a place for the next Olympics. But wrestling, that's been around since the very beginning, doesn't. I mean, you had some wrestlers with amateur wrestling background that's made a name for themselves. And
look at Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was an Olympic gold medalist, and in the Olympics. And he's on TNA. He's been on WWE, and they're just going to scratch it out. Like, oh no, it's not important. We need badminton and curling.
That's just badminton and curling. I mean, how can?
Yeah, who wants to run down a big sheet of ice with a broom, scraping a block of cement or whatever that is they do? Come on now.
That's a good question. I mean, Kurt Angle, did read his Twitter timeline earlier this evening that he and Impact has just started a petition trying to see they can do their part in trying to get wrestling back on the Olympics forefront.
Sign me up.
So, and for anyone that wants to be on board, you can go to change.org/wrestling. Just make sure you put your info down there, and your name will be mentioned. I've already signed. To all the wrestlers out there, you know how important wrestling is to the Olympic, and for them to take it away is blasphemous. So it's up to us wrestlers and wrestling fans all over the world to show the Olympic community what wrestling fans are made of and wrestlers are made of, and we can make a difference. So go to change.org/wrestling and sign a petition online and get yourself heard. And for those who want to follow Maria on Twitter, it's amazing_Maria, and you can like her Facebook fan page on Facebook. So check that out. What else is going on with you other than wrestling wise? What else you want to do? What you want to accomplish in this year?
In this year, I'm just going to keep training and working harder. I don't want to officially say this because it's sad and it hurts my heart and breaks my heart, but I may have to step back a little bit and take a little time off. Got a knee injury that I'm going to have to take care of sooner or later, and I've been putting it off and been putting it off because I love what I do, and I've just started training, and I'm just a baby in the business, and I want to keep going and want to go further. But if I don't take care of my body first, then it's going to wind up putting me down. So I may, in the future, soon in the future, may have to take a little step back and have a little medical attention done, and then come back stronger than ever. Other than that, I just want to keep training, keep working hard. I want to take Jessie Bell on again. We had an amazing match Sunday, and she beat me for my crown. And like I threw a fit. I threw a fit on an interview for the lounge for Turnbuckle Turmoil. About how felony abused her power to make me defend my crown at the Vixen show because I didn't win it at the Vixen show last year. I won it at Wrestle Wars, so I'm hoping maybe I'll get my little revenge back with Jessie Bell. And other than that, like I said, just keep working hard, keep training, learning, improving my craft, adding things in.
All right, you can check out Amazing Maria, WCCW on Saturday, UWF on Sunday. And check out her up and coming shows. They'll be on the Facebook fan page. And Maria, it's great talking to you again. Great to see you in person this past Sunday as well, and the rest of the Vixens. Just want to thank you for being on.
Ryan, thank you for the picture. I saw it the other day. It looked great.
You looked amazing as always.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You have a good night.
All right, you too, Kenny. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was the Amazing Maria joining me here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.